1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Death of Art. We're in New York City at the Whitney Museum, and today we're going to see Fragments of a Faith Forgotten, the art of Harry Smith. Let's see what we find. What we find here today is the life work of Harry Smith. He engaged in so many different disciplines, so many different styles, so many different mediums, that this is like a history of the 20th century with Harry Smith, narrating it and showing it. He goes into occult stuff, color field, he does animation, he does film, he does abstract work, he does paper airplanes. And it's all quite magnificent when we bring it all together. Here we have string art. It's primitive, I don't know what it means. He has some interpretations down there, so there's some kind of science behind this. Next over, we have a beautifully detailed tree of life. This is a gorgeous interpretation of the tree of life, and it is so precisely done. And you can look into this piece and keep finding symbolism on different layers going up and down this thing. It's really quite amazing. These are stills from a movie number 10. We still haven't found the movie. It might not be here, and these are just all we're going to see of it. But again, this is very mystical, very playful, and each of these images is quite striking. And for some reason, they put some Kabbalah. I don't think even Harry Smith did this, but here are some Kabbalist pictures just to show where his influences come from. I like that when they actually put bits and pieces of what influenced him, especially when the guy was working half a century ago. It really puts it into context. Harry Smith seems to soak up influences from all around himself. This is him in his Kandinsky phase, and it's actually well done. So I tried this a minute ago and I could not get it to work. This is an old-fashioned stereoscopic visor, and these are stereoscopic pieces of art. Now you're supposed to be able to look into this and see this in 3 dimensions, but no matter what you... Wait a second, maybe you have to get like super close. Oh yeah, there it goes. You just have to be right on top of it. So basically what happens is you see a stereoscopic image, but they're kind of more overlaid. It's kind of cool. These are hard to do. This takes a lot of precision. There's a piece of wall text here that is instructing me to strum this monochord. It does this. Hang on, I think I got it. Little practice. See, it took me like 2 seconds and I'm already an expert. Let's see the next one. Harry Smith was many things. He was an eccentric, a collector, an animator, but he was also an occultist. He was a bishop in the Gnostic Church. A lot of his occult musings and philosophy sort of works its way into his animation, and this is the best example. Okay, here we go. We have 3D glasses, just like in the old days. One side's red, one side's blue. These pictures are separated with blue and red. I'm not too sure if it matters which way you look at them, but let me try both ways. So here, I'm not getting any 3D. Let's try it this way. Actually, the 3D works. The paper's lifting off of the plane. Pretty cool. The show ends in a music room. Harry Smith probably reached the most people in his life with one work, and that's the Anthology of Folk Music. He basically spent years collecting little 78 RPM records, or actually they're this big, and 45s from the 30s and 40s, and most of these were out of print, and eventually he compiled a collection that was published. Initially it sold a little, but now it's an American standard of music reference. And this is a great place to end. We have a beautiful sunset across the river, which is actually the pollution in New Jersey, but still, it's charming. Have a good night, folks. Please like, please subscribe, and please ring the bell.